So the Chicago Bears today, they just dropped a big hint about what's coming next. And I'm not talking about the draft. I'm talking about the 3 deals during this offseason that just needed to get done. And just recently, we have 2 down. Now there's 1 more to go. And GM Ryan Poles, he had a few things to say today about extending newly acquired guard Joe Thuney. And this is what Poles has said. This is why even this small quote should be taken seriously, because he's shown that he doesn't just say things in press conferences and not follow through. It's always actionable information, and this is going to happen. This is his narrative leading up to dealing with Thuney. It's the same as what he said leading up to the Kyler Gordon deal and the TJ Edwards when he got his new money in an extension just last week. So let's get straight to what Poles had to say when he was asked about extending Thuney just today. Yeah, that's definitely, I would say, one of the priorities moving forward. I mean, that's not a huge quote, but still, anything he says about these contracts, it's actionable. And if you look at what the Bears did getting him, we traded a 4th rounder to Kansas City to acquire Thuney, and the guy's expected to be our left guard for this season and hopefully for seasons to come. Just such an absolutely nice addition. But there's one thing to that might hold us up into thinking that this is such a good idea. He's going to be 33 this season, but for this particular player, I'm not worried. And there's tons of examples in the NFL, guards still playing at a high level, well into their mid-30s. Not worried at all about Thuney specifically. But with that lack of worry, I also recognize there is a need to build via the draft, get eventual starters for this line to develop long-term, while also providing, immediate quality depth, because things happen during the season. Players get injured, things shift. I'm just really glad that we have Thuney. 9-year NFL veteran. He started 146 career games, played 5 seasons with the Pats, 4 with the Chiefs, 4-time Super Bowl champion. That's what we brought to this team. He earned rings with 2 teams, New England and Kansas City. I think this might have been our best move that we've seen from our GM on this offseason. That's his best acquisition of the year. And then let's kind of look back. When he joined the Bears back in March, Thuney's mind, it wasn't even on a contract extension. And this is one of the reasons I really like this player too. He said he was grateful to be here and super pumped to play in Chicago at a news conference. This was right following after the trade to get him. He kind of sidestepped the money question, and this is what he had to say. I kind of let my agent handle all that. I just try and focus on the game and football, just getting ready for the season. I'm grateful to be here. I'm super pumped to play. I'll let the business side of it handle itself. Excited to get on the field with the guys in OTAs, and I'm ready to get to start working. So I'd expect him to be extended by the time that camp starts. Poles just all but confirmed this. And this is what's great about what the Bears are doing. And this is really the reason that I wanted to do this video, to further underline, to further highlight what the Bears are really up to and why it's different. Now, this line, it needed this influx of free agency talent, but this isn't always going to be the case. And the thing is, I don't see the Bears ever getting into a Cincinnati Bengals situation. You guys have seen that play out all offseason, always in a bind, always in a financial bind, always afraid that key players are going to leave. You see what's happened. Waiting too long to get deals done. Waiting until a player is in free agency like Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. They had to put T. Higgins on the franchise tag for 2 years in a row, and then they ended up paying top dollar, absolutely destroying their cap for the future and for the present. And then they're likely going to lose Trey Hendrickson. He's been given permission to seek a trade now. Just mismanaged poorly, and the main reason is waiting way too long to sign contracts, so you're constantly paying for your top players, market-setting contract after market-setting contract. That's not what the Bears are doing, and this is what's so different. The Bears are targeting all their key players and extending them early, giving the guys really nice security. This isn't shortchanging players. This isn't being cheap. This isn't putting players in bad situations. It's giving them security immediately before they're due to get it. It's also keeping them in a city with their families that they can continue to prosper in the same community. And this is done also while making the deals team-friendly in structure. Always keeping a healthy cap. The spending limit's going to increase in years in the future. So it's just a really nice way to do business. So what does it really do? It's a win-win for the players and the team. It sends a message to the locker room that, hey, if you guys ball out, we will definitely take care of you financially. And also to the players across the league, right? This organization is a place I want to go play for. Just pitch perfect. So let's kind of look at a little more like specific proof of that, right? Even after some missteps, including the Nate Davis debacle last year, that was not good, right? That was a big mistake. Wrong player to choose, wrong player to pay. But after getting rid of him, the Bears this year are only hit with a $3 million dead cap number. That's across the board. That's for the whole team. That's second best in the league to the Steelers. And the way every single one of these new deals, how they're structured, the Bears will never be in cap hell, never hamstrung financially. And now we have Ben Johnson really adding some expertise on the offensive end with player acquisitions. I think he lends a lot to that, and it's much needed. Poles has made some mistakes on the offensive side, but now he's been really solid on the defensive end, and now we have Dennis Allen at defensive coordinator. Has a really clear vision for his needs on defense, and he really clearly communicates it. So now we have Poles having a competent team around him, and really, the guy works together with them on players, picks the right players, and gets the deal done on the right players when it's needed. Poles goes and negotiates, which he's a master at. So let's kind of look at another thing though, and also I'd be remiss not to mention Matt Feinstein. He's just a wizard at managing the cap. He should get a ton of credit for this as well, as far as deal structures, managing the cap. We've got such a nice team put together, and it's even on the financial end. It's just really, really good. And the Bears also last week, we retained two key players. We extended Kyler Gordon through 2028 and TJ Edwards through 2027. We're getting Gordon extended right when he's entering his prime. He's 25 years old. And it's taking care of one of our own guys, too. He was drafted by Poles when he was taken in the second round out of Washington. He's a Husky. In 2022, since then, 5 interceptions, 17 passes defended in 3 seasons, and that's from the nickel corner spot. So those are really good stats coming from there. But now that he's been extended, and I've been highlighting this on previous videos, go check them out, but I will tell you again right now, it kind of looked like out of what Poles typically does by doing a league-setting contract, and that's what he did, making Kyler Gordon the highest paid nickel corner in the NFL. But once a contract signed, we're hearing from defensive coordinator Dennis Allen. We're hearing it from the head coach as well. Kyler Gordon's role on this team is going to be greatly extended. He's going to work more in tandem with Jalen Johnson. It also gives us tons of protection in case Tyreek Stevenson doesn't pan out. I personally think that he's going to come through, but just in case, it's another contingency. And you have Jalen Johnson and Kyler Gordon at corner. They're signed for the next few years. Absolutely not a problem. No hit to the salary cap that we can't handle. And if you really look at this Kyler Gordon contract, it's not a market-setting contract. It's actually, he is the 21st highest paid corner in the NFL. Just another brilliant move, and also giving a player much needed financial security. And then we have that contract that was just signed with TJ Edwards, just another key cog of this defense that is signed before he has to be signed, so Chicago can give that security plus take care of the cap. This is just really well done, and I think it's getting lost a little bit because the draft is under 48 hours away. I absolutely can't wait for it. You guys let me know in the comments, who do you want us to pick in the first 2 rounds, starting with the draft on Thursday. Can't wait to see your responses. I know there's a lot of opinions, but I wanted to actually do a video that had some substance instead of just another guess as to who the Bears are going to draft on Thursday. You guys, thanks for always watching. Bear down, and we will talk soon. See ya.